On the defensive line, smokes up. Into long and short access we go. Forward facer, Kakanito, good to draw out Neil and to kick things off. Back to be turned and flashbang, keep them blinded. Kakanito on site with 2 more picks. Tasman good for a trade. Secondary follow-up isn't quite there for him. Kakanito holds his nerve, and it's all on Tasman in a 1v3. Have to go for the bomb plant. Then we get the cash bonuses at most. 15 seconds, he's going to go in for at least a death. Don't want to go down after time. They want to save what you have in at the time at the moment. We'll get Nexer out. Secondary shot doesn't quite land. He's out of time now. He can't get a plant. Just about gets his kill in on Andy, but not much more to speak of. And just about holds on to his life. Just about holds on to that Kevlar. The bomb plant bonus not impossible here for NovaQ. 25 left. He's fighting from range. Tech9 gets a little bit closer and then get the 2 kills out of it for Tasman and Neil. And doing simple get trading, drop that bomb for the time being, but the plant can still be secured. So there is a cash injection for NovaQ. 3-on-2 retake for BC Games. They may go out quickly to the site. The player gets caught off guard as Neil and trade. Simple gets right back onto him, and Pump is known about. Tech9 only around the corner, covered off on this defuse, instantly on by Simple. And covered off from range by Electronic. Means that he can just hold full 10-second stick. There's the Tech9 gets a headshot. He doesn't quite do so. Simple scene. Spammed up, but just couldn't get the damage through the wall. Can take heads out. That might be a positive to justify such an investment. And they do find Simple, so that's a start. And they follow it up on Andu. Okay, this one's on. Now Electronic is going to hear the footsteps. He knows that he's in trouble. How long can he hold on for? How many can he get out of this? Mid player not looking to fight. Oh, what a shot from Pump. Deagle straight to the head, and this upgrade pistol eco is going to work out for NovaQ. BC Game shut out of the bomb site. Kakanito and Nex are just going to save their weapons here. They're going to try and lean in for more, but Kakanito's taking more damage. Eventually they will fall back. Eventually they will hold on to their weapons, and NovaQ in with an excellent steal.
And he just gets domed. Very good individual shooting coming out from NovaQ, and BC Games' economy is ruined because of it.
The damage of the force buy, the steal of the follow-up. Excellent stuff. NovaQ have set themselves up wonderfully. A brackets angle. The T's have rotated back as a Simple rotated into the B play. The Master Vandu starting to get a read on things. Jump up from Neil and is going to catch him in the head. Reduce the defensive line to 2 players. Good counter incendiary from the CT side though. Stalling for time, and there's not much left of it here for NovaQ. Smokes at Coffins and Cross. Simple and Nexo. Set the crossfire to 2 and 4. Swan peeks out from the pillar. Gets 1 kill out of it. Nealon with a good trade. Secondary player still out to defend and holds them off as backup arrives. Kakanito beyond that smoke. 10 seconds. They need that plant now. It gets Simple at last. Kakanito involved. He's caught the wrong man though. The plant could still come down. And Electronic is in an impossible clutch now.
Just nothing to work with in this 1v3. You're being wrapped in from behind. And for NovaQ, they're playing this really cautiously in the 3v1.
Backline's held. A little bit of noise being made by 1 player. The backstab closing in from Tasman. Find his contact eventually. Get caught off by Electronic, so that's an upgrade rifle for him. It's 17 HP to get the rest of it. Trying to get away alive though. The cross towards CT. Gets another kill out of it actually. Hold on. Mode Savage. Orpa. Doesn't see his man crossing. And should just be able to escape with the weapon. So decent damage being done by BC Game. And NovaQ will get their 2nd round, and loss bonus will not equate to a full buy for the rest of the... In round number 6, they're taking damage early to Nealon. Electronic's going to try and hold the first contact kill for BC Game. Here at Apartment's entrance to the balcony. Kill found in the 1st and the 2nd. 3rd player trying to dip in and get that trade, and finally the Fizzer can get him, but not get the 2nd. And Kakanito trading back to hold control for BC Game. Bomb dropped and everything. Backup slows to rotate in. And they can chime back in to even the board quickly.
Well, now we're starting to see some creativity from the calling. That's a very unorthodox round from the T side. It's not an apps pop. There's a bit of distraction because Nealon's still bottom banana and Mode Savage is holding out from the bracket. And they just try a quick execute. Just 3 players with the bomb trying to charge in. And unfortunately, Electronic has had a hell of a round. That's a world round right there. To get 2 kills, drop off, waste time, and set up the crossfire. That's everything that you want from your apps player.
Orpa doesn't even make it out alive in that one. SMG Nexa to pass that to Simple and bring him his favourite weapon.
There's a lot of util to block. This is looking promising with time being low. Simple's still got a HE, Nexa's got another one, and Andrew's got a flash to try and support.
The might push forward in the smoke now. Coffins and Crosser comes down from the execution. HE's nicely centered up, and Andrew gets his kill together. Mode Savage gets him Molotov off. However, kill from Nexa, return center of the bomb site, needs to get more out of it though. Low time on the clock, and Tasman steps up, but he takes his own teammate out. Mode Savage can get Simple in the back lines, 2v2, but now the 1 HP player's dropped. Bomb's been dropped with him. Tasman needs to get this plant in and clutch against 2 individuals, but the smoke clears at Coffins way too early, and Kakanito can close the 4th of BC game. Hopefully some bright careers ahead of them. Maybe not today, but in the future. As you say, I'm kind of hunting to see who could potentially be that next big star over Kazakhstan. And the big star in the modern day, Simple, picking up all the kills in this anti-eco. Again, Simple as well, 3K and all.
The 40 to 50 second marker, there's typically 3 on B. Now, Kakanito's not seeing anything towards brackets, and Simple's not seeing anything in the apartments. It looked like a rotation from Electronic, but it's hesitant at the moment.
Slow rotations. I don't even think the BC game are going to be involved in this unless Nexa goes in with a double. They'll need to do so. Rotations are coming slow. Tasmania at a mark up to mid-access. Nexa does get 1 out of it, but no more than that. He's overwhelmed. And Simple and Electronic will now start to look for exits and just save their weapons, particularly that AWP. Even though they have cash, it's just a 2v4 retake on B. You're never going to make it work, not with an open hand especially.
Caught off Kakanito that was trying to rotate in from mid towards Banana. Get themselves up to 4. BC game have got no problem with the buy state back. 30 seconds. Done well from this position very early on. Simple's good for 1 pick and a second nicely done as well. We've got to hit the 3rd player though. 20 seconds. Bomb on site. Molotov going to try and drive Simple back up as a rising Kakanito. Plant could still get secured. The concern is the 2-man disadvantage and HP disadvantage for the retake. But Mode Savage is the only one that can make a difference in this round. Deviser can play out to the apartments and try and waste time, but he's on low HP. It's his teammate on the bomb side that can do anything.
The least known player. Deviser still gets a kill out of that one. Simple down. Repositions back to the broken wall. 2 players coming in from short. Maxwell somewhere. Flashes forward. Just about isolates a second kill actually. And Mode Savage gets Andu next. And now Kakanito alone. 1v1. Mode Savage hits the killing blows. But what an excellent performance there from Defizer. 15 HP. Still got 2 picks out of the post round. Excellent work from him. Just spotted 1, repositions to get Neil in. Eventually, Pump has found Andu on the counter action over on A-bomb site. So, is this a lurk? It seems like it. Bomb's rotated back. Defizer still making some noise though. Falls away. Electronic stands alone on defensive. You could isolate each of the individual fights though. Held back in his corner. Are they ready for him? Pump checks corner. Kill gets found, but caught on the jump back. Pump can turn it into a 2v2. Meanwhile, Defizer's challenging out towards mid-access. Seeing that 1 player rotating, Nexa and Simple, the B defenders on for the A retake.
And Nexa is trying to toy with him. Knows that he's out towards the apartments, but it's a lot of time stalling. Defizer knows the more that I run the clock, the better the round chances of survival.
They're moving in quick though. Half the time is ticked away and they already have their way up short. Backs turn to the bomb site though. Pump can get him. Simple. He's AWP. Needs to do simple things. Laid to the left down side, trying to nose grab his way to a bait shot, but Defizer takes his timing well enough and takes him down the same. Nova Q, minimum 6, looking for the half. Meanwhile, Lurkers over on the A-bomb side going to start to dismantle. They've got so much access towards B right now that they could try and make a play. Defizer work out through smoke, gets spotted, gets his kill on Nexa, back return to Kakanito. Now the bomb carrier, the AWPer, getting seen himself. That's info to give over towards the CT bases, but they're going to carry on here. AK starting to move up. AWPer in support. Kakanito does get Pump, however. It's down to 2 men on Nova Q and 1 with Tasman falling. Mode Savage was hurt as well. That will call in the rest of the cavalry. Upgrading to an automatic, trying to get around that corner, but shut down by Kakanito. Gives BC game stead set even 6-all at the turn of the half. Mode Savage's USP looking to engage first. Can't quite catch any of the players out there on long. Gonna have to fall back to passive angle. Striking from range, Electronic's going to get involved. Tasman can get first blood, but Andu's good for a responsive. Tasman needs some more though, because now he's all alone. Players up close, headshots locked in. Third player out to the graveyard, but he can't hold on to it. He's overwhelmed with the numbers, surrounded by the T-side forces. The Geordies from range eventually bring it to a 2v2. Bomb plant and default. NovaQ are moving in quickly. They've got no utility. They've got no kit. They've got time if they act now. Andu looking up, trying to get his second kill of this round, but he can't quite seem to land anybody. His third kill, I should say. Kakanito in the back line, going to hold his nerve. Eventually find Nealon, swing forward for Andu. Defies against one of them back and rotates away at 17 points of health. Massive disadvantage, which Kakanito can take advantage of and extend his top frag count into a pistol win for BC Game. Quick up towards Banana, trying to take that control, but Andu shut it right down. Force fight cancelled rather easily at that. Defies are able to just take some exit frags out of the round itself, and we'll go down to Andu the same quadra for the Galil. There should be BC Game extending to 8 and 9 as well, with the economy not balancing out for NovaQ. The early back foot in the half. Losing both the pistols to BC Game, and they get extended upon that streak, and that's not a good thing for the CT side. And the Pfizer on the defensive line. Ahead of that smoke, flash banged off, but still gets a kill out of it. M4 involved. Dim's USP gets a kill out of that one, but Kakanito and Simba funny trade. Tasman's trotted one back out towards mid, and now it's all on Simple. 11 HP to clutch, 15 seconds to do so. And smoke the cross, potentially get the plant together. Didn't see that player out over at the church entrance, but will isolate Mo Savage. Get that pick to return, but trades the pump are good. And NovaQ are now in the second half.
Now this might even turn into a save call. Now they can go in for the exec, but if another re-smoke goes down and they keep getting blocked, they might just hold on to the rifles and not go for this.
Smokes involved, flashes all over the place. They are so blind on the city side. Plant to be secured at default. Nealon's not going to do anything to try and block them. They've got the two-man advantage. And they're quickly making their way up to retake positions. Kakanito uses Andu elsewhere. Nealon strikes first. Electronic tries to get something bad, but they're playing out position. AK involved, and it's one of those picks alongside Kakanito with one more of his own. Electronics all alone. 1v3, gets that first kill of the 3. Secondary inbound, kill gets found in Nealon's part. And NovaQ continue to return. 8 on their board.
And NovaQ need to start getting a round streak, because I think that was some of the struggles that they had in the first half, is that they were keeping contention and they were showing some good levels of counter-strike.
Over elsewhere, they've missed the marker on the player over at the Archers. The footsteps should be heard though, so that AWP is not going to re-aggress. Attention's been drawn completely away from the B-bomb site. All about the A hit, where Tasman is currently siphoned off his teammate, trying to wait and isolate a kick back onto Electronic. Good kill on the first, not the second. Andu returns the favor. Defizer brings it into a 3-on-3. The AWP blind, smokes are still in the way at Moto. And try and boost one player up to look over the Nexa. BC Game recovered up here.
Now, this is a lot of time stalling because of that re-smoke down to Moto. Andu's given himself a bit of an off angle, and Nexa is protected.
Moto, good tap from Andu. Nealon falls. Defizer gets back involved, but he's also low. He's the only rifler here. The AWPer can't do much from this, and they're going to back away and save their guns. BC Game are going to outlast NovaQ to 10.
Well, these are the rounds and the types of situations that I expect Electronic to show his true colors of why he's a top player, why he's a top tier 1 player. And he's the guy that gets the opening kill. It's an uncomfortable round. You don't have a huge amount of money. The buy state isn't great. You're working a Deagle, a Galil.
Sneaking past this smoke. Tease to reveal. There's 3 right there for him! And he's made the play of ages that might just save NovaQ. He's all alone back to the A-bomb site, though. The backup needs to get here now.
Oh, what a round this has been from Deviser. And he could be on for more. This AWP is posted.
Not looking onto the side, though. Smokes are in the way. The AK to engage for another. Needs a quadra right here. They swing up next against his kill together. The AWP is still waiting for the smoke to clear up. Finally it does, but it might be a little bit too late. Looks away from the bomb carrier. Another smoke can go down, and the bomb can get planted.
Simple and Nexa to work out this post. Now, they don't have another smoke. There's an aggro duel. Simple walks through the Moto smoke.
Nealon wasn't expecting that in the slightest, and now Pump's got an AK. Tasman is going to find one of his own. No kits. No Kevlar for Pump either. Walking his way up. Noise being made by Tasman. The AK looks up, gets his kill on Simple. Last man standing, back at a broken wall, takes his engage. Last man open for Tasman, trying to find him from beyond that smoke. Doesn't know exactly where, taps the bomb, gets his headshot. Oh, he's just done it, I think. He's just got enough time to hold the round for NovaQ. And by the thinnest of margins, they'll steal a 9th from BC Game.
Well, you can give all of the credit there to Divisor for making that round possible.
Start moving. Still got their heads turned towards that short position, though. The Galil comes off by the truck. Player at the broken wall needs to strike. Tasman does. Excellent against Nexa, secondary player. Out towards the long catwalk, but Ando Electronic get both those kills. Both the defenders flounder at the long moment, and Mode Savage and Neelan up to retake 2v2.
Electronic's still got another smoke, so that can go down towards Moto. Neelan's repositioning out here towards the apartments. He can come in from Boiler. Mode Savage can't do much because he's being completely smoked off from brackets out the Moto entrance, so he needs to repos the shore.
Kill against Neelan. Electronic down. Ando alone. Had a quieter map compared to his earlier best of one, and it will stay that way as Neelan quick peeks in, gets a 2k, and gets a 10th for NovaQ.
Well, BC Game probably shouldn't have even been able to get the bomb plant, should they? They were 2v4 wrapping Moto.
And not the smoke down at Coffins as well. Just going to stall for even longer on BC Game. Defizer backed up. Going to push through the smoke. Is there a flashbang ready for him? Yes, there is. Here they come. Orb shot. Missing from Simple. Back out towards Dark. Refaces. Gets a kill. Alongside Electronic from Divisor. Then a 2-man. They're solo HP though. Tasman only with 1 pick centralized. Neelan's out of there. He'll try and sneak his way into the last second, possibly to get an exit frag on Electronic, but so not to get the defuse. Surely not. It's too late. Not enough time. Simple knows it. And BC Game are back in the lead here. NovaQ are on that point. On Inferno, NovaQ's map pick, the one in the series that gave them the benefit of the doubt to win. Most Savage and Neelan can strike first on Kakanito and Andu. Different positions, but a 5-on-3 regardless.
No one in trading positions. Simple can get that AWP to re-clear out the boiler sight line and get himself out to the apartments, but nothing's here. And for NovaQ, they've been very sensible in this 5v3. Rather than holding aggressive sight lines, they've fallen back and holding tight crossfires now.
Savage flashed off into that corner. Simple, close range, never been seen. Looks towards the bomb site. Orb for your battle. No, Pump comes up with support of Mode Savage. Looking for another one as well beyond the truck. He is burning, but he finds Nexa. And Electronic is shut out of the round. NovaQ are back in business. It's game on for the closing stages of regulation. Pfizer's left alone on the site. Defensive, smokes in hand, ready to immediately block the entrance as they start to make their way in. A little bit late on the marker, though. They're going to accelerate. Third down, second player forward. Awkward sprays with the Galil, but Andu comes up good against Pfizer regardless. Tasman trades Simple. It's a 3-on-3. 2 players tagged on the T side. A retake needs to come in from NovaQ.
Tasman is going to make a ballsy play, try and spam, see if he can get that bomb. Didn't quite happen. Kakanito, close range, gets that smoke down. That's going to block for time. Electronic
was tagged 17 in that blind spray, though, so it's done its work. They are so heavily tagged on BC Game. And the high HP player with a Mac 10 up close. Is Tasman going to get detected? Going to wait for the smoke to clear, seems like it. Very last second plays from NovaQ. Kakanito. Flashbang against, kill gets found, Pump gets caught, but he gets his second. Andu now to protect the bomb. Last second retake in, Pump is low, and he gets his kill regardless. The defuse will lock in, and NovaQ will take us the distance. We're in overtime on Inferno.
It just shows you, it doesn't matter if you've got tier 1 players, tier 2 is a tough landscape. This has been a struggle from BC Game.
Watching for initial contact, BC Game and not moving to Simple's DC. I think damage was done at the start of the round. Either way, it's 45-second marker, so I think we're live. Electronic and Kakanito still deal with it. Advantage retraded by Tasman. Looking for more out here. Bracket seeing a player escape, still swings in to get Electronic. Kakanito still holds on to a 2v2, and the last man gets sandwiched. It's all on Neelan now. Way too late to the mark. Bomb plant will look to get secured. And a 1v2 to retake against.
Well, that's just insane that we've had a DC and yet somehow, some way, BC Game have still got it into a 2v1 advantage. Neelan picking up the extra bits of util. Oh, just keep getting re-smoked. It's just wasting so much time off of this bomb.
Flash forward. Kill gets found against Kakanito. Where's the last man? They're back at pit. Nealon thought he was on site. Meanwhile, Banana's being taken by the CT side, but with the long access, arch wraps are being considered for. They're still going to try and backstab as the defensive tries and holds towards the split play in from BC Game. Pump especially, out at pit, making noise, drawing attention towards himself. Trying to hunt for the opening pick here, but none of it's coming his way. Now the backstab's truly locked in. Mode Savage, or pick, all important. Pump's watching out, trying to spot him. Shots connect to Nectar at the head as well. Electronic and Kakanito finally overwhelmed, alongside another kill from Electronic on Tasman. 3 on 2, 2 on 2. Electronic trying to protect it. He will do so on Nealon. Is Defizer alone, late to the party on a rotation, and up for the clutch.
Electronic has had some sick multi-frags in close successions on both the last game and this one. What a difference he's making on that site hold. He might even be able to get another kill.
I was going to walk right into him. Paul better be ready. And he is. Adjustment, good. Last man standing. Where is he, though? Up to the box. He's been seen. Defies a nose. He'll swing, but he cannot get the headshot. The AK goes one better, and BC Game can connect 2 in the overtime. And just adjust away as the T start walking. Sees a gun barrel. Doesn't react to it. And it takes him. And that should be round done already. NovaQ going to have to try and go for the retake. They get the kill back towards mid of the 4 on 4. But once again, Nealon fails to protect that B-bomb site, and the AWP Simple can get the advantage back. 4 on 3 post for BC Game.
And not only is it weak weaponry, but there's just no util, no smokes, no incendiaries, no way that you can force players out in the open. And Nex is here in the double rotation from Banana.
Behind the sandbags, kill on the first. Sprays around the corner, can't get the second, but he's stalled out. Mode Savage, upgrading back to that AK. Needs Tasman to chime in with him. They're separated and Tasman's isolated, killed off. Mode Savage. Tap burst on the head of the first man and the second. The third player's on the back of the site. They're protecting the bomb to the last second. BC Game on map point. 15-12 in overtime. They're flawless in this half if they want to maintain something in BC Game. HG's coming down towards Banana. AWP leans up. Shot completely overcooked by Simple. And Nealon and Defizer can trade them or take them both. Quickly into a 5 on 3 in NovaQ. Lifeline's just been found.
The T's didn't even have to activate there. They were sitting back. It was the CTs that were on the aggressive. They were the ones trying to break the smoke, trying to make impact. Now Kakanito's got a timing against Pump. This M4 does lose it. And for BC Game, well, the 2 opening losses out there towards Banana have cost the entire round.
Up to task, challenge Nexa, 1 kill. Pfizer trades him. Electronic gets involved with that bomb being there towards Banana. I think the Mode Savage going to have to try and get out dodge. Holds that corner, just about protected. Flashbang blinds him. Electronic still on to take this round here. Smoke's in the way. Here's footsteps coming up to his right-hand side. Flashbang against him. Going to keep him blinded. HG's coming in close. He bounces right back on Electronic's body. Gets the kill back. Last man standing. Blind kill nearly comes together. What a clutch that would have been. But Tasman puts him to bed and just saves NovaQ there. Hold down the bomb site directly. 5 on 5 still past the first minute. NovaQ going into execution, actually. I thought for a second they were going to hold their nerve, but no. Andy comes up good with 2 kills to his name, and now NovaQ have got to stall.
Great work there from the Estonian. And NovaQ tried to change the pace, go in slightly quicker. Andu gets out of trouble from those Banana players out there to the top of first oranges. And well, this round feels over already. Tasman can lurk, try and get a good timing on the wrap out from Arch, cut rotations from A. But you need a miracle here. At least they've got bomb control. That's going for them.
Running through with it. Bomb. Trying to get planted. Electronic holds it. Pit. Kill found alongside Simple's AWP frag as well. Tasman 1v5. No time to make it happen. BC Game back to secure it at 16-13 in overtime. A stressing affair, but they have their opponent's map pick of Inferno. Tasman strikes first, and indeed Andu does go down. That bomb being dropped and all. They're going to maintain their position here. They're ready for Nexa. They're expecting Nexa to be out here. Looks like it's being made over towards that short access. Nexa gets his kill in, but Tasman good to respond. He's got no more backup though. He leans in, he's going to have to get this headshot. Doesn't do so. His lifeline, Simple trying to bait him out into an open angle. Get a kill with on a P250. He does do so in the end. So 3 on 3 established. BC Game can reclaim control of the bomb. But 2 CTs rotated up towards the B bomb site. Fires have been challenged by the player on short. That's Electronic. Swing up close range against Pump, who can't quite land his headshot. And now BC Game continue to act with the execution. That third player going to start his rotations now. He's going to be needed on this site retake as the fight is going down. Last player on defense, surrounded by all three. Simple credited with the kill and kneeling in a 1-on-3.
Yeah, that is crazy that this round is not being won from NovaQ. That's another frustrating one because everything is just done right. You've been able to aggress out there from underpass. You've dropped the bomb the first time. You've then dropped the bomb the second time, and you just can't hold off. Those are the kind of moments where you feel as a team that you've just been outclassed individually. I mean, right there from Simple, he comes up from underpass. So in terms of a game of revenge against your old org, you'd love to win that one.
It will be a sweet one. The sweet of this round was going to be for BC Game. I thought we were going to go with 4 players alive, but the numbers eventually caught up to them. 2-on-3 with Tasman and Moj Savage trying to see if they can take down Simple or Nexa. They're 2 more tagged up players. Make it expensive a BC Game. Again, NovaQ might have had some weapons in this round, but they saved them all from the previous. They didn't invest outside of that. And the bomb's trying to make his way into that B bomb site. Player at ladder room might provide a bit of a concern though for Tasman. Up, back to turn, 2 to line up and both to go down. Now the round becomes plausible for a steal. 20 seconds, Nexa is nowhere near them. Lurking back on A and now got to have to reclaim both these picks in fast succession. Exposed on 1, turn back to the second and still steal the round back for BC Game. And back into the A set piece, it looks like, or not quite a set piece actually, just the walkout contact from Nexa. Counting utils quickly there for the CT Cell. Electronic still swings on towards Moj Savage. Kill gets found. Nealon and Pump get trading. Pump is found. Nealon has fall back from range. 3-on-3 can ensue. Bomb plant comes in and fall. Another CT up to task. Solo waiting with flashbang turned away from Nealon. Gets that kill. Kakanita with a responsive. Defies it, gets back onto him. It's Andu all alone. Versus 2. Swinging up, finding a player in the open, but can't stabilize his shot. So there is the round that NovaQ are looking for. Advantage good for BC Game. Nealon forced to back away and try to defend this B bomb site because they are running riot all over it. And it's Simple. 2 more frags to gain. No trades found by NovaQ. And BC Game a massive responsive round here. Bomb should cross and get planted. There's nothing that Nealon can do about it.
Well, individually, they're getting bullied in that round, aren't they? You've got a flash play into short. It's a correction. You have a CT side that are being forced back by you two. You want to get on the front foot. You want to catch a timing. And then Simple just wide swings into you. And he just cracks you. And then the 2 players out on B, they're also just getting completely overwhelmed. And unfortunately, no matter how well you're playing on timings or with util or peeking off of one another, if you're losing consistent straight fights, you are going to be losing a lot of rounds in this first half. And it's going to be a good scoreline difference in BC Game.
Surprising the BC Game's economy has been so limited. And again, the kills have been rather rife over the last few rounds. NovaQ make the best of that situation. Finding the opening as well in this one. Follow up from Nealon is great on Andu. Caught back to Connector. Simple trying to make a play. Difference maker as he has been so many times before. Good shot on Pump. Flashed off, blinded. Tasman can't quite take him down. Simple is low HP though, so has to fall back and leave his teammates to try to do the rest of the heavy lifting. 3v4 for BC Game.
But the problem between Nexa and Kakanita is I'm not sure how they're going to try and gain short or con control without any util. Struggling for Kakanita. If you had an AK, that would have been a clean kill. You've now got yourself a 3v4 deficit, but you're hoping for timings. You're hoping for overextensions from the CTs because you can't force map control out yourself.
Could well secure the plant at least. Molotov sent, open up. Orp shot connects. Not as clear as I thought it might have been. Moj Savage with his kill. Next trying to cover him. Spray through, forcing that man back. Not quite dead just yet though. Swings back for more. Takes Nexa and Deagle pulled out against Kakanito. Orp goes out towards mid rather than apps or short. Smoked off immediately in the window. I have to start figuring out repositioning. Teammates are going to swing forward from Kector and short. Combines to the kill of Nexa. He's down.
Well, like that, complete disrespect. Now the T's are going to act. They're going to try and walk contact out towards A, and that's a hell of a shot against Pump.
Surprised that he didn't even get the kill outright. 12 HP for Kakanito. Down. Sprays awkwardly, comes together against Nealon with Electronic fighting Moj Savage as well. And Just like that, it all ends quickly. Tasman's still going to try and contest, but needed to get a multi-frag there. M4 close, can land on Kakanito, unawares of whether players reposition to on site, and Andu back towards mid can close in the pincers against the last. And BC Game can maintain control of this lead despite Novaku's best efforts.
They still cracked all them entries.
Look at that fast plays in from Andu up towards mid. 2 kills out of Con. And Simple's up to chime in as well. They're already done. Oh, another one for Andu as Tasman completely whiffs the chance to get the trade in. 3 kills from the mid fights. And BC Game have shown just as little respect to Novaku in this one. Minimum 6 taken for the T side. The fighter's got to hold on to his weapon. And what pace and what a round from Andu. Next to the close, but Andu's the highlight. It creeps up as his teammates set themselves into this connector position. Running their way forward, making a ton of noise. Land the player on site to engage. Pump kills off one, trying to get towards Firebox. Electronic covered off by Mode Savage on the AWP pick. Looking good to a 5-on-2. No trades yet for BC Game. And then whether they get any at all. Kakanito and Nexa combine, and they're working their way back into this round in the blink of an eye from a 2v5 to a 2v1. The last man of Tasman revealing himself without HE. A little bit late, couldn't deny the bomb plant. Couldn't get a kill out of it after the fact either. Doesn't know where the second player is. Rico with the Tetris making a ton of noise. Away from all timing, all off. Tag 37, killed off by Kakanito, and BC Game shouldn't have won 8, but they have done. It's 8-4 for them at the turn of the first half. Pump's hoping that there's someone down in dark mode in the zone. Not going to get checked, but fortunately that's not going to be an issue. Andy with a good kill to open up. Tasman with a response of Electronic from range. USP connects onto the first head. Second head is seen. The flashbang in support keeps them blinded, and so Novaku have to get out of the way. They secure the bomb plot in the meantime, and now hunker down and centralise to the bomb site. Meanwhile, a fight out towards short and connector, where one player is going to get caught off guard. No Savage with the bait and switch actually against Kakanito. Defizer and Pumpkin involved as well. It's all Electronic now. 1v2. Headshot the first, knows exactly where the second man is. Tap the defuse once, see the man coming out aggressive, sees him coming out a second time. Another tap comes forward. There's no kit. There is a kit actually on Electronic, but now he's dead out of time. Forced to the reload. Man's been forced away too long, and Pump's time stalling tactics have worked for Novaku to tame the pistol.
Electronic had a smoke the entire time and just didn't use it. Didn't put it down onto the bomb. Didn't tap to draw the fight out in the open.
And the Nils will strike first. It's the M4 of Kakanito down in the apartments.
You do have the FAMAS out of the B-bomb site and a fairly heavy rotation from both Nexa and from Simple. Unfortunately, Andy's been dealt with. So all those rifles are just achieving nothing.
Even Nexa gets nothing out of his HE down. Utility damage done towards that Deagle. Simple's in the back though. Oh, just heard that Molotov. Don't know he's there. Gets away with 1 pick, but no more than that. Electronic way too far away and way too little firepower to do much more else from here. Try and make his way forward. Shut down soon enough. Actually does find a pick out from Neil, and it's not even wrong with wishful thinking at this stage. No kits in play this time. Tasman closes him down. Novaku within 1 of BC Game, who are up to the rifle buys, and a chance now to put themselves back on that victory pace.
But they have kept themselves in it when they haven't had as good of a performance as what they did on map 1.
Shots up, M4's engaged. Simple kneeling. Kakanito to go back and forth. Kneeling trades onto the double. Triple secured from the veteran of the Novaku side. Andu responds back. Gap in that connector jungle smoke. Re-smoke on from the CT side to buy a bit more cover, or just to bait them into thinking that they're holding back behind Con. Mode Savage needs Defizer to get back here because he's trapped at Firebox. I don't think they realize it though. Their backs are turned. Oh, this could be excellent stuff. Swing. Kill gets found. Secondary trade back, but Andu doubles up and maintains a triple in the round for BC Game to be on the CT board.
Oh, bro, that's the right play as well. Getting out there from Firebox to catch the player on the bomb site.
Got their weapons set and moving in towards the mid-access. Finding the opening on Kakanito from beyond that smoke. Excellent start for Nealon again.
He's got a good timing where he can get out towards Mark, and Andu is trying to work a crossfire with his teammate. He's tapping around, but only gets away with 1.
Nexa was taken down initially. Simple Electronic. Major champions here. Now just Electronic as Simple gets cut back on rotation. Electronics for Masters, all that remains. Not enough firepower. Start be secure, but before that, Pump will pump in the last couple of bullets into the last man of the CT side, and NovaQ back on track. May have flustered for a moment. Latent switch angles, the 5-7 comes. Position, goes down to Nealon. Chance for Andy to trade, only gets one kill out of it. Now Kakanito needs backup. Simple's on the way in, but gets jungle stairs and CT smoked off. I think a gap in the connected jungle smoke again. By CT side, being abused by Simple though on top of the ticker booth. Finds 2 frags for it. Advantage maintained. Regained by Tasman, but Kakanito's play up P250 returned the favour, and now it's Mode Savage grabbing an M4, upgrading to an AK, and taking that bomb right back to the B site.
Now for BC Game, as long as they play together, they're going to give themselves the edge. You don't want to separate one player towards B and one player towards A.
They need to prioritise that plant now because Kakanito's going to get the information. Simple's going to start to make his moves. HE's towards CT spawn. Simple makes his move up quick. Mode Savage, better be watching. Play. Wrong moment. Simple takes his chance to strike. The umpteenth time across this series. NovaQ. Kakanito challenging them. Kneeling down. Close quarters. Mode Savage can trade. Looks for the second to double up. Nexus to full. Electronic gets his response. And Pump's been legged to 15 HP to the AWP of Simple. Knows that Mode Savage is close. Shot missed out. The Molotov affects him. The HE comes in. It doesn't get the kill though. 2 points of HP. He's barely alive. As is Pump though. Even kill with a 3v3.
Yeah, Simple is very much hurt out towards jungle, so it puts more influence on the CT players. Andu out here to tech it. Electronic with a flashbang and a smoke.
Simple's waiting for someone to swing. Lightning fast reaction to the AWP shoulder bait, but no, they swing wide and Defizer goes down to it. Most have to prioritize on the bomb planter. Simple's found by Pump, and now he's out towards mid and makes way towards connected real quick. Sees one player ahead of the smoke. Diffused is coming in. One straight bullet will do it, and he finds Andu in the head. NovaQ keeping pace with BC Game, even get them into the lead. Andu Seaman smokes in hand and try and block our vision on the bomb side. The backup also involved towards getting the jungle, and one of those blind sprays comes up good for Kakanito. Andu having a back turn of Mode Savage. Kneeling gets onto the site and can trade him, but a 4-on-3 ensues to BC Game.
Simple to try and fight against Nealon out from spawn, does get baited and goes for a second kill and wins it against Nealon.
Surprised he didn't hit that shot. The second player can't hit the straight bullet on Simple either. 11 HP. He goes down to 1 good engage. Tasman going to focus on Electronic instead. Kakanito gets trading. It's Defizer all alone. AK in hand. Back up towards CT spawn here. And I don't think they realise it. They might think that he's still out towards the site. As he reposition, they are having their eyes set towards spawn. Footsteps heard, bomb tapped once. Defizer's got no U-turn, direct engagements. All 3 are watching him, and all 3 will combine to take him down. BC Game on 11.
Well, Nealon knows that he should be winning that fight against Simple, because Simple's just trying to brute force it. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, I thought for a second it was going to go the way of NovaQ for a moment. And Markable found that first, now looking for the rest of them.
And Tasman just trying to get the Deagles in the impact zones. Every time they're getting the upgraded pistols in, nothing's coming of it. Nealon just about gets the AWP, always difficult when you've only got a Glock. And Mode Savage is the last one left. Only 1 kill in the round. BC Game going to get up to series point.
NovaQ rifle by for their last hurrah, their last chance to try and grind back to overtime.
They could get a good timing against the B site anchor. Nexa is repositioning towards short. There is no one on B directly for the CTs now.
He made us distracted him well enough, so now the action's going to come out. They're going to make their way in from the apartments. Sand is good for 1. Pump going to trade back on Nexa. They're so distracted in mid that they couldn't really support that B site aggression. Find the fight on Nealon though, gets the man advantage in 4v3. Tasman's making a move. Watch the doorway, 2 to line up, and both go down to him. Simple took Mode Savage out, however, it's 2 versus 2. Bump up the task. Tasman's not done. He swings back in a short. Electronics cut down by the last. And NovaQ, wow, they're not done yet. Nealon's leaning up. Back's turn, and Simio's forcing forward, but the fight. Forced to engage in it anyway and wins it out against Kakanito. The AWP misses, and Nealon gets 2 important frags. Andu's returning response. Now next up the task. SMG close range in the apartment entrance. Runs into the AWP and still takes him down. Going for the rifle costs him. It's all Andu now. On short initially. Hearing one player coming from mid, but Defizer domes him in an instant. And amongst the chaos, NovaQ bring it back all the way to 12 apiece. We're going to overtime again.
Crazy scenes to come out from NovaQ. That is Nealon.
On the T side, initiate things. Look at the push for the electronic into ramp. Backstab's also coming in from Kakanito towards mid, but this is a three-man unit that could line up. This is so much for electronic. Sees him, takes him, perfect. Everyone's dead. NovaQ will concede the first of OT.
And sometimes you wonder what's caused that. We have not seen any aggro A extensions for map control.
Up to 13, back in the lead once again. Into the A bomb site, but no info is being gained into the exact position. Hearing the bomb rotate from underpass, so that's information to come over. Electronic gonna wait. Is he gonna bring another trap on them? They have to do so. Headshot gain, bomb, close range. Electronic gets this kill, and that'll be the end of the round. No. Defizer gets him to return. Player at Palace though. Chance to strike. Swing up, gets his kill. Kakanito only good for one, but one's all he needs as Andu and Simple clean up the rest. And BC Game take another. Player right behind him as well. Dink down to 41 points of health. Needs to be careful about this. Could have gone a kill, but couldn't quite do so. Defizer now strikes back from mid. Simple's going to get caught. Andu watching Palace. Sees a man. Tasman comes out and hits him in the head. 2 left. Kill from Nexa can come up against one man, but Tasman's not done. He's just wrecked every single player he's seen. Kill for Tasman, takes down Andu in the initial portions of this CT side defensive. BC Game trying to play fast and loose, and NovaQ just shutting the hell down. Electronic caught Kakanito with only one. Down there, got close on pump. It's a 4v2 for NovaQ.
Kakanito came close towards that secondary kill, and that could have forced quite a lot of over-rotations from the B-site players. Nixa needs a clean entry against this backside individual. Tasman is still quite aggressive towards short.
Defiers are not detected. Next is going to wait for Simple to rotate with that bomb up into the apartments and formulate some sort of plan here on B. They're going to drop off. Now, player on site, point blank, and Nexa couldn't stabilize. All on Simple now. 1v4 clutch.
They just tried to beat them with pace, and instead it led to a lot of opening casualties. That was an awkward round from BC Game. Simple's not given much of an opportunity in this one. Tasman on the rotation back. Even the B-side player, Divisor, is slightly repositioned, but still not overpeaking.
Simple adjusts towards the Pfizer, but no more than that. Mode Savage good to return. Simple kill on pump. BC Game. Quick attack into the A bomb side with Electronic leading the charge. Nealon smoked off, going to try and beat him to the punch, and Simple's right around that corner. 2 feet away. Scene kills off. Electronic goes falling in turn though. Kakanito can take the Pfizer. It's a 4-on-2 for BC Game with full access and control of the A site. Plant will be secured. Mo Savage and Tasman, surely they don't go for a retake here. And have money though. Overtime and limited funds. To be going to try and lean around the bomb sites, but just non-committance there from the AWP. Now he goes falling. Tasman. All he can do is find exits. BC Game are going to be back up on map and series points. Let's wait for the ninja. Surely he wouldn't. Surely he wouldn't. Surely he wouldn't. Tasman! Tasman! There's no way! There's no way! The spray's off from Simple! Oh, he's stolen it! He is cheeky as you like him to be, but BC Game left embarrassed in its map point instead for the opposition.
Well, I don't know what they're doing there. It's a 4v1. Why are they not all on the bomb site? Why are we even in a position that we're hunting the last player? It's not even going to make a difference to the economy.
Upset from Mode Savage to receive the incoming A hit.
It just needs to get one with that big green pump towards underbalk. It's going to be fast. It's going to be pretty quick into the exec.
Here they come, Mode Savage. Flash blinded. Doesn't see any of them. Andu takes the kill at range. Player overwhelmed at dark. Pump found. Nealon trying to go hero. Only gets in one before he goes out of the way. The M4 at low HP. The plant secured. Will be soon enough. Tatsman goes falling. As will Nealon. And NovaQ can't finish off the job. BC Game take us to another overtime. competitive. One way of describing it, Tasman strikes first on Nexa, but Pump is traded by Kakanito. Yeah, quickly involved in the opening round of this second overtime. Simple finding Mode Savage near and trading it back, but only going so far as Andu gets involved. Tasman lines up 2, and Andu's low HP in the 1-on-2. These perfect shots to the head. And they won't come his way. Nova Q start things off. Simple scene 1 takes him. Tasman cannot mount up to the top fragger of the opposition. Advantage now for BC Game. Swing forward for Nexa to extend it. Pumps down. Mode Savage can land a quick shot on towards Electronic. Defizer can come up good as well. Simple from beyond that smoke can connect. And it's Defizer alone. 38 HP found by the GOAT. And BC Game on 16 all.
And Nova Q had themselves good setups on the rotation room out from spawn to try and deal with Kakanito. But the issue was Simple in jungle.
One of our key favourites. There's your upset leg. The Defizer feeling upset about losing the opening fight into the opening round of this half. And overtime again. Shot seen from the AWP of Simple. Kakanito can't connect. Simple's back involved against Pump. He might have had enough of this mess. He can't get another kill out of that A-side defensive. Mode Savage engages with another kill back towards Electronic. He's lost Neil in the meantime. There's essentially a 1v3. Nathan towards him, but single shots to connect on Andu. They feed themselves one by one. In for another. Oh, what a connection that brings home Nexa and Nova Q. 2 more map point. Nova Q pulled off some special opportunities, some special moments, and Simple trying to go a step beyond. The Defizer caught first. Pump trades it elsewhere. Kakanito to fall. Mid-aggression still the central focus of Neil and Simple trying to find an engagement point, but Neil sneaks through smokes into connector. Nexa's back is turned towards Khan. Checks it, goes down. Quick kill now. 3 more to go for BC Game to concede. Electronic caught on the bomb site, found by Pump. Tasman's involved, and it's all Simple in the 1v4. Smoked off from Con, trying to flash his way forward. Close range from Neil, and at point blank he closes. And Nova Q, against all the odds, have done it. Another 3-map affair here as they push us all the way to Dust 2. Need to be play split in from that main player. Mode Savage goes in and in. The Julie's caught out in the open. Electronic good for 1 pick. That's as far as it goes. Tasman takes him. Bomb should go down. 4 versus 2. 3 versus 2. Excuse me. Actually, Mode Savage does get traded by Nexa. And Pump now looking for Kakanito next up out towards the tunnels. Tasman and Pump deal with him quick. Nova Q kick things off with a pistol win. Force back from BC Game. Flash forward. SMGs. Working well for Andu. This is a good finish off the kill against Neil. Electronic going to follow up onto 1 more as well. They did take a player out in the exchange, but Nova Q have other actions and success elsewhere. Pump pushes into the B-bomb site, finds the kill against the central site defender. 3 on 3, and looking to burst forward towards the player at CT spawn as well. Julie's a Mode Savage involved with 2 to his name. Next, and Electronic down. Andu.
What a crazy round this is from BC Game. They contest long and do really well. They get the man advantage, they can upgrade some of the weapons, and then Simple just needs to try and block on. And Nexa out here from the card needs to deliver with quite a bit of impact, because once he gets cleared, you're pretty much done for. Nealon with the pre-aim. Oh, good shot. Yeah, that's a good connection against the in-game leader.
Like barely even pixels offered up there, but Nealon sets it. Electronic finds Pump of the lurks, and now it's all down to the long takers. 4v3 still for the Q bomb now. Get planted, going forward to engage. Very Simple's good for Nealon. Electronic is low, Simple's unscathed. Tasman's low for the Nova Q side, so 3 on 3 for the retake.
Simple up on the elbow is not seeing anything. Player up from Goose hasn't even been seen on the jump spot.
Flash forward, Mode Savage there to mark off. Simple is up from range. The player now towards this short access, moves onto the short plant. The fight still gets his kill. Electronic trades him. But long range against the next 2. Knows that the AWP is somewhere out there, but doesn't even get a chance to shoot. Nova Q. Lays up to Nealon. Swing the spot players of Kakanito. M4 near the corner. Moves closer. Turns away from flashbangs, but none come his way, so Nealon gets an easy kill. Simple found Tasman to start the round, though. Nealon's not done. Nexa puts him done. Simple, close, quick shot, overcooked. The Pfizer is involved in this one alongside Nexus. Trades back on pump. It's 2 versus 2. But the Pfizer's not done. Kill found. Andu alone. Bomb tapped once and Mode Savage. Because this may be one of the most embarrassing losses that they'll take. Even if we had the optimism to know the queue, we also did set the expectation the BC game should make it to the LAN and win it. Giving up all sorts of advantages, and now I've one M4 defending as A take all the way back towards long as well. The Pfizer so quickly onto Andu, takes him out. AWP player just seeing the SMG. Trying to get cheeky but gets nothing out of it. Kakanito hoping that there's some sort of play. Oh, actually the bomb gets dropped, but I think there's just enough time to plant it. Yeah, we're fine. Kakanito. I mean, surely you say. I mean, do you save? It's about to go 7-0, but from range, fights and gets 1 kill. His first kill of the game. About to hammer the 3K clutch. Might have to. Not going to happen. Vertical crossfire locks him down.
Single lurk out here towards short, and they even bait the AWP. That's good info.
Nexa goes down. Mode Savage took a leg shot. CT's extending. Ooh, Electronics just caught information back to pump. Will call that into his teammates. See how long he can hold it. AK just going to sneak his way forward, get caught back. Alongside Simple's kill on the bomb side. Tasman's got to trade that to a 3-on-3 to maintain control. It's still even stances despite all the activity the BC game have generated. NovaQ just been stellar in return. Bomb plant. It's got some time to come down. It will go down a default. He's tapped Tasman involved. Andu takes down the planter. Electronic against Nealon now. It's all going to be on Tasman. Half HP. These headshots needs him quick. Exposed on one side. Andu closes it out and Andu swings. Flashbang's perfect, but he gets nothing for it. The team's got more kills in that exchange than the CTs did. Kakanito does at least find Tasman. Blind spray from beyond that smoke. 2 low HP players as well. Pump gonna have to act out of main. Kill from Kakanito. Trying to follow it up. Electronic puts defies it in the ground. And the last man of pump. Known to the CT side. He can isolate a pick, but bomb's not with him. 10 seconds of the clock. It'll go down as simple in the end. A second of a BC game. No. Be dry face or hope and pray. Clear. Utility in hands. Andu gets 1 kill out of it. Alongside Electronic to get Mode Savage 4 versus 2. Look at the health though across NovaQ. Nexa and Simple. This is a lot more of a doable retake than they might think. The bomb plant secured. A flanks coming in from Tasman though. That's the other wild card from NovaQ. They don't even realize it. Back's turned. Simple's caught. Dead to rights. Nexa in a 1v4. And despite all the damage being done, despite all the potential trades, BC game will amount to nothing here in the last round of the half for NovaQ to go 10-2 up at the turn of the half. For this T side to be stellar. Volley block from Mode Savage, going to block off that entrance towards CT, or at least to generate a gap there. The taps, that eventually lands onto Andu. Damage towards the next player of Nexa. Kakanito's also tagged pretty heavily. Electronic can't close out on the player on site. Pump and Tasman get those kills together. Nexa's down. Electronic and Kakanito dead as well. BC game taking their time with this. M4 at range and Mode Savage. Caught by Simple's Deagle right between the eyes. M4 should get surrounded. Watching out for short access. Tasman does get involved. Kill found the first, not the second. Nexa overwhelmed. The SMG of Electronic cuts out the rotators. NovaQ will know that. Forward, flash perfect time. Pump's got 1. Awkward sprays is Simple, panicking as much as he can. But fortunately, they maintain control. Tasman's found. And the Pfizer will go down the same. 1-on-3 for him.
Good long spawns here from the T side, so they're going to try and excel.
On Nexa, but kills get found from Electronic. Double up is secure with Nexa securing the last man of Neal, and 1 trade was found in that exchange. Even if you've had that confidence.
Anyone towards the car. They can focus 2 CT's attention towards short. Now this off angle should at least get 1, maybe 2.
Doesn't get any of them. Half HP down on Nexa. Now attention drawn away from Nealon towards that longhouse entrance. Back behind the car is where he's going to weigh that Molotov. Almost drove him away, but he gets into a safer angle. The hold against him. Beyond that, smoke, flashbang, Molotov actually followed it up, and Nealon gets nothing out of that. Andy falls next. HE see no gaps in the smoke mode. Savage to fall back away. Pump gets Electronic on a lurk back towards this short position. They've been struggling for an entire half. It felt like with that pistol, the Novacure is still going to take it anyway.
They're going to need clean entries out on B.
Defizer, first port of call. Flashbang's missed. Nexa lands on Nealon. Defizer. See a play off on the boost. Challenge on Pump. Gets killed off. Simple to Nexa mode. Savage involved as well. 2v2. 10 seconds of the bomb plant. He'll get it. Novacure going to set themselves in for the retake. Tatsman in from long. Coming in from the tunnel's entrance. Back might be turned towards him. Mode Savage drawing attention towards himself.
Get that flash out to clear out that black plat position. They still have not been able to clear out the car or the big box.
Tatsman flashing his way into the site. Burst firing with the bomb site now playing known towards car. Engage with Electronic back at big box. I know where Tatsman is, but he must be out in the open. Fire the headshot. Turn back. No. Simple. Game. They're going quickly in towards short access mode. Savage found in an instant. It's a half by round from Novacure, so it shouldn't affect the economy too bad. See if these M4s can get anything out of it, and Tatsman's good for one of them, but no more than that. Defies the last rifle left, the 4 versus 2. The BC game have control of. Defies them also out towards long. Pump from CT can do nothing.
And to think it was all that anti-force buy round. You get the 10-2 half wind pistol. Nealon goes, aggressive lower tunnels. You get it into a 4v4. You have the 2 players cross-firing on A with the M4s. And it's Simple's Deagle out on pit that is now basically clawed back a huge comeback.
Man. Hakanito catches him. Aggression catching Novacure. Dead to rights, Nealon now. 1 or 2 players still on single-digit frags at the moment. Can't hold on towards long. Pump gets 1 trade out of it, but he's nowhere near retaking the site. And Novacure even being flanked by Kakanito. He's going to be watching for him. The AWP not scoped, but does land. For 2v3, they're going to go and save. It'll be map and series point for BC game. Their 4th that they've had so far. 3 of which came down on Mirage. And 1 now here on Dust 2.
Excellent work of patience there from BC Game. They do not get flustered by the aggro take of mid. They slow the round down, Simple gets a kill, and then it's just everyone freezes. They wait for the reaction. It's a free kill there from Kakanito, who's defending the longhouse. Now, Andu is getting closer towards spawn. You'd love to be able to drop this AWP, as unlikely as it is. BC Game right here with a massive streak of rounds. And they
map a match point for BC game to stay alive here. Look checked out at a certain point. Simple. Gonna rub salt in the wound as Mode Savage is tapped down by the Auto Sniper. This time to a kill. He caught tags before. Nealon picks up the AWP and tries to apply it. Pumps on down elsewhere. B site is open. Simple. He's caught Nealon. Raw bang. Headshot through the door. And a 2v4 for Novacure to maintain. It looks like BC game are going to complete the comeback. The inexperience of Novacure caught up to them in the end. They look lights out for a half. 2-11 deficit. BC game have brought this one back from the brink. And Defizer trying to defy BC game, trying to hold some sort of contest left. He knows this is a losing effort. He knows this is a miracle moment if it comes together for him, and it can't. Rifle set, Orf is watching, connects his kill to close it out. The 13-11, and not a single round drop since the pistol with the second half. BC game will move forward and eliminate.